name's guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are here with another weapon to go over, of course, from episode Heresy. And it's going to be another one of these random world drops, which you can technically farm for in lost sectors and everything, but they're pure RNG when it comes to rolls and everything like that. And what it is going to be called is going to be the Admetus-D scout rifle. So if you don't know these sorts of scout rifles, they are pretty cool looking. I think these were like back in the day, a lot of the like pneumonic sort of weapons and everything, but they usually have pretty clean scopes and everything. It's a high weapon as well, high impact frame too, meaning you can triple tap PvP. And I will say the rolls on this actually look pretty juicy. You'll see all the rolls on the screen right now, so it's gonna go really well in the void builds. You got the things like Withering Gaze, Demoralize, you got the Repulsor Brace, and the Elemental Holding as well, which it does work better on kinetic weapons, but it's still gonna be on this, and the Precision Instrument. And then PvP, of course, you got the Lone Wolf, you got the To the Pain, the Keep Aways, of course, Closing Time. It's actually got some really interesting roles for a random world drop. And as I said, with this season, of course, mods being so into Void, I mean, the freaking Void mods are kind of cracked, to be honest. So Void Flux is going to be great, of course, with the Volatile Marksman, especially on a weapon like this. This is actually could be really cracked out. As I said, it is a random world drop, so there's no real farm for it. But I will say the Admetus-D, this could be really dope in both PvP and PvE, and that's where we're going to try it out. So without further ado, let's go into PvP with the Admetus-D. Alrighty, so we are gonna, of course, be on the fragment with the little Admetus that could. And this is what it's gonna be like and everything. It's a pretty cool. Oh my god, instantly get hit by a bunch of freaking threadlings. Ah, buddy. Oh my god. Yo, what the hell does that happen? We got the spawn camp basically. Maybe I shouldn't blow myself up to start. But the Admetus itself, I'm gonna be on my Hunter mainly because Withering Gaze on Hunter actually is really nice, and I can look ahead radar, meaning I don't have to really aim in, but this is the damage you can kind of see, and then you get the wall hacks kind of going, so we can freaking damage this guy. Come on, buddy. Get on, cannon. I missed my shot. Oh, there we go. But you can kind of see that this scout rifle, in the right engagement, it's going to be really freaking nice. I mean, Withering Gaze on weapons now is actually really dope, especially when you do it, as I said, on Prismatic Hunter. It can be really nice. And yo, is my team not here, guys? There's a guy with a thorn up the top right, and you are all just looking at other places. What am I playing with right now? But yeah, if I didn't get shot from like the right side there, I would have been Gucci. And of course, this is a scout rifle 150, so you can go pretty damn far when it comes to range on this. Now, of course, scout rifles in general, they're not exactly the meta right now, and there's a good reason, mainly because hand cannons are insane. But yeah, it's mainly, and he's withering, boys. Come on, someone get his ass. But yeah, the main reason is that it's a lot more accurate to be obviously going in with them. Of course, he's withering, boys, but it's a lot more accurate, of course, like pulse rifles and everything like that. But when you kind of do get these weapons going, you can kind of see at the ranges, it can be really nice. And buddy, can you stop with the Torn? You won't kill me from that range. I'm miles away. But here's where the Withering Gaze comes in real clutch. I mean, you get them insta-weakened like that, and you can just blast them from so far away. Well, as a 150, I'm telling you, if we ever get a Trials map on Eternity, or if we ever get like Multiplex again, it's gonna be a really dope ass scout. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna be the meta because people will still use like Jet Rabbits and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, Withering Gaze is just, it's so clutch sometimes, and you can kind of constant proc it too. You don't have to always just like, you don't have to reload or anything. You basically get it going constantly. You can see I'm weakening for my teammates too, so it actually is really nice. Now there's a guy here, buddy. Oh, he was withering, boys. I got his ass. I love it. Of course, that is gonna be the one pitfall with the weapon, is that up close, it's gonna be kind of ass, like realistically with the scout rifle. So not expecting this thing to be insane up close, but he's weakened now. My teammate can just blast him so fast. And as I said, it is really nice. I'm already getting hate messages. I'm getting hate messages for using the scout rifle at the back of the map. Oh my god. It would have told good, guys. I'm using like pretty much the off meta, and I'm getting freaking blasted for camping. Come on, buddy. I'm just gonna target this guy the whole game. Come on, buddy. Oh, we get this guy's 10. Oh, there is the freaking double kill. Oh my god, we'll take it. Oh my god, look at us slay. As I said, the weapon can actually just be so freaking clean with the Withering and Prismatic Hunter. It's just so good. I'm telling you, when we get a big ass map, this is gonna absolutely rail some people. I mean, it has a clean ass scope as well, which I will say is probably the biggest thing for me. Like, look at this scope. You cannot tell me this isn't one of the cleanest scopes in the game. He's one shot. There we go. Like teeth shots, buddies. The thing I kind of will say though is that scout rifles like this, or just weapons in general, a lot of the void weapons now are actually getting, oh my god, he got freaking withering, but a lot of the weapons do have Withering Gaze. So Joxer's Hold or whatever it does have it as well, which obviously is going to be a pretty decent one. It's a pulse rifle too. Anything that can have the withering kind of going, as even the Exile Truth. There's a ton of hand cannons or weapons now that primary that actually have Withering Gaze going, so this isn't the only one, but this gives you like so much more benefits at range. Like Exile Truth, you're kind of having to unscope scope a lot because you're sliding, slipping and sliding around the place. this is where you can kind of see, because I'm able to sit so far back, I'm able to pretty much camp. I am camping. Realistically, I'm doing the most dad thing everywhere. I'm just sitting at the back of the map with Wither and Gaze, and they've all quit. But that's legit because I'm just sitting at the back of the map. If someone peeks, I insta weaken them, and it's just insane. As I said, it's just it's kind of a dumb weapon, to be honest. Oh, I have 2 body shots. He's tracked up, boys. Someone got his ass. But as I said, this weapon, it is really, really dope. As I said, I think if you get a decent roll of this, you will do work with it and everything. And I think that it's probably, I wouldn't say really slept on, because it's definitely unique in how it works and everything. But I do think it's a really cool ass weapon. I think that, oh buddy, give me that kill. I think that if you get a good Wither and Gaze sort of roll on this, you will do absolute work with it. I mean, oh my god, especially with the marksman and stuff going too. I think it's nuts. I do really think it's nuts. It's obviously going to be map dependent PvP, but you can see I got just pure hate mail after the first 2 kills. Oh, it's so dumb. Alright, time for the PvE side of things though, with of course a little Admetus-D. And this is, I will say, where it might be a little bit better for people in terms of obviously getting your of course, damage going invis a lot with the hunters. Wither and Gaze is going to be really nice here. And I do have, of course, the... Oh my god, someone is... He using the augers like thingy-majig. He's a little bit legit blasting everything, but... I do have, of course, recycled energy on this one as well. So every time I reload, I will charge up my abilities, my least charged ability anyway. So that's a really cool last new perk and everything. So if I actually get a couple of kills here and then reload, you'll see that a little bump to my freaking melee there. So this could be really, really solid in the LPVE arena. I will say, obviously, repulsor brace is what a lot of people will kind of go for. But, I mean, you can throw on the Falcons if you want to, of course, to get your volatile rounds kind of going. And then, obviously, yeah, everything starts to explode. You go invis, prismatic hunter does this reign supreme. I think, honestly, in a good void build, this is going to be, honestly, really, really nice for a lot of people. I know, obviously... I have freaking auto rifles like the Riposte and like other ones are doing insane, like hand cannons too. I'm not saying this is the best one to kind of go in with, but for certain content, scout rifles are actually really nice because you can just sit back and just blast things. You can get, of course, the invis going with the Falcons, and you can kind of see the Wither and Gaze is just so nice to get things weakened. And if you put on, of course, the old mods that are up this season that you can, of course, if you keep on getting kills, you weaken everything around them. It is actually really solid for that too. So I just think overall, at the moment, for something you want to kind of sit back with and everything, it's a really nice ass weapon. Like, you get that guy weakened with volatile him a little bit and everything blows. As I said, PvE, this is actually really, really dope. But it is kind of a shame you can't exactly farm out like heavily for this. I mean, oh, we got the volatile kind of going though, so we can barrier pierce this guy. Do not freaking do not. Oh my god, do not charge. Oh my god, he nearly freaking healed. But this is what I mean. You can just sit back and blast things, which is just so freaking nice. Obviously, as I said, you got the Joxers, the Exile Truths and stuff. There is other sorts of weapons that are primaries that can absolutely get the Wither and Gaze kind of going, but I still do think that this Admetus is just really, really nice. And it's a Hake weapon too, so you know, I guess that Hake reach arguments. Alright, good more my chachas over here. We can get our weakening kind of go. We get the volatiles going and everything blows. I mean, obviously against the trolls, they're going to insta-die, but as I said, it's so nice to see. And with all the mods you can kind of get, oh, it's so juicy. One like kill or one freaking Wither and Gaze and everything just gets weakened and whatnot. It is really, really nice. As I said, I understand there's gonna be people who are gonna hit me with the fact that you could probably go in with like a million other weapons, like auto rifles that will just be infinitely kind of better to kind of spam the shots out and everything, because obviously they're faster RPMs and everything. But I still do think that for certain GMs and everything, this might be worth it just to sit back and just pop shots. As I said, we're gonna camp like we did in PvP. You know what? They can't hate you in PvE. You'll never get hate messages in PvE about camping. PvP you will, but it's all right PvE, right? How am I not dead? What the hell? Oh, but look at the volatile coming in clutch. Look, just blow everything up. As I said, void this season is just absolutely nutty. And this is nothing to do with, of course, the weapon term. Well, it is void, so it has something to do with it. But I'm not sitting here saying the void or this freaking weapon is making me do all this work. But obviously, volatile is just cracked. So this season it's going to do well. And I just think overall, the Admetus, if you like your scout rifles and you want to bring it to certain events, I actually think this would be a really solid weapon to go in with, because it absolutely cooks in the LPVE arena, more so than PvP. PvP was fun, but obviously void weapons right now are just cooking PvE. Alrighty, time for the last final boss, of course, with our little Admetus-D. And this is where we get the weakening going, and then we can absolutely rail, of course. And, oh, we actually both went for it, but I whiffed. Obviously, weakening gets superseded by anything that makes it weaken like a lot more. So even me trolling this is gonna make no difference, because tether gives, I think, a flat 30% or something. And even if you use, of course, the particle deconstruction with your Queensbreaker, you're gonna do more work with that. That's why weakening, it's kind of nice in the single player builds if you just have like a rocket launcher or whatnot. But I was to say overall that this Admetus is actually a really cool ass scout rifle. I think It's got so much going for it in terms of looks and everything. It's a hack case, so he does like a little bit extra to those, obviously, constructs and whatnot. And I just think overall that this scout rifle, it's sick. As far as the random world drop goes, it's really sick, especially for the season because it's void. But the scope is just so clean. Like, look at this scope, and the fact that you can weaken with it is just so nice. Well, that is it for me, and of course, the Admetus-D itself. As I said, this weapon altogether is just honestly really, really dope. Actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. I knew PvP would be okay, but the fact that you can basically get the weakening going and it's like pretty much headshot, body shot somebody, it is kind of dependent on tier resiliences. I think tier 8 and above can tank it, but that's pretty good. I know a lot of people rock tier 10, but it's still pretty good that you can basically double headshot body with this weapon. It's really, really sick. And as I said, overall, the weapon feels really nice. And of course, the scope is so clean. I know right now that PvP, obviously, these sorts of scout rifles, even though they can do work, they're not exactly the meta because obviously maps aren't really kind of built around them. They're more close quarters and everything. But if you ever get Eternity or something like that, or a map like that, Eternity multiplex, you're going to do absolute work. And this is the road I was using in PvE. Recycled energy and of course Withering Gaze. You probably want Repulsor here or something like that. As far as world drops go, it's one that's worth kind of looking for those god rolls and keeping. I think, honestly, in the future seasons, especially when those mods are kind of gone, the Withering Gaze perk and also any other sorts of ones like Demoralize are actually going to probably become a lot more useful. It's the same with anything with Rolling Storm. In future seasons or episodes, those weapons are going to become a lot more, I'd say, valuable for people. So I definitely think that the Admetus-D, it's really, really dope. And of course, it does have the Hacky Breach armament, so deals increased damage against vehicles and constructs, so it can be really nice for that. But overall, I will say the Admetus, honestly, pretty freaking solid. It actually surprised me a lot. And I will say, guys, you know weapons go when you instantly get hate mail for using it. I instantly got hate mail for sitting at the back of the map with this weapon just railing people. That's how you know weapons gotta be solid in PvP. So yeah, 100%. If we ever do get like multiplex or long range map trials, definitely give this a shot. And of course in PvE, if you like your scout rifles, it's actually kind of worth it. It's really, really fun. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like. And if you want to see more content, subscribe. Fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.